Today I'm travelling to Madrid alone on a £150 budget for 2 nights. That includes travel, accommodation, transfers, food, everything. So far I've spent 96.17. That's 62.62 on the flights, 33.55 on accommodation, which leaves me with 53.83 altogether. Rounded up to the closest, that comes to 60 euros I've got left to spend in Madrid. So let's go to Madrid. I mean, we're on the plane, so we're like Madrid. See you Saturday. Bye. And the journey wasn't that bad. The airline I flew with was actually decent, even though it was cheap. The bus was reasonably easy to find, and it only cost me €5, so that was amazing. I'm going to dump my stuff at the hostel now, and then we'll get looking at Madrid properly. It is hot, mind. It is, I know it's Spain, so obviously, but I am sweltering. Right, hostel. And it's quite good because it's got this little privacy curtain, so it's not so much like sleeping in a hostel, it's more like sleeping in a pod hotel, which is why I chose this hostel. I'm waiting for my technology to charge, and then we're gonna head around Madrid. I've got a few things kind of planned and I need food, I'm starving. So I'll see you in Madrid. Let's go. Well, not yet. When my technology charges. So, I decided it'd be fun to go on one of the scooters. In Madrid there are loads of different companies that you can hire electric scooters from. Just like in London you can hire electric bikes, and I've hired the bikes in London and it's pretty easy, but I don't know what I did, but the scooter started making like a howling noise. And I couldn't get it stop its ride, so I just had to walk away from it and hope that I've done it right. So I don't like the electric scooters. I didn't pay anything for the supposed ride I did, but it's still not stopping. Anyway, so do not recommend doing that for the first time by yourself when you're alone. I'm now in the big park in the centre of, well, kind of in the centre of Madrid, and I'm going to Palacio de Cristal. There's a big pond/lake there as well, which I'm hoping to go see. I still haven't had any food. I need to go get food and a drink. So the first place I see, I'm literally just going to buy them out. I'm so thirsty. Yeah, let's go and have a look around the park. That's how the scooters should have worked. My scooter wasn't doing that. I just spent €3 on some water. That was really good. I really enjoyed it, and it only cost me €6 for 45 minutes. Now I'm going to a museum that is free after 7, hopefully. Find a sort of more local supermarket, so I went in there to get some food. I bought nearly half a kilo of croissants, 3 litres of water, these crisp things, and 2 bananas, and it cost me €2.06. Basically giving food away. Yeah, amazing. In the hostel now. Very hot and sweaty. I walked quite a bit today. I will do a recap of how much I've spent in the morning rather than out in the corridor, because I've got to find somewhere to have breakfast tomorrow, so we'll go through our spends from today in the morning. I'm going to have a shower and head to bed now because I'm pretty tired. It's been a few nights where I haven't slept for like a full night's sleep, so we're travelling and walking so much is catching up to me. Budget wise, I think I'm doing right. I don't know, we'll find out in the morning. Anyway, see you in the morning. I'm running very late. morning was like, I'm gonna say, a teeny weeny bit of a disaster. My gimbal decided that it didn't want to like lay flat, it keeps tilting, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But I spent so long trying to fix that I ended up being late to come to the tower this year. So I ended up half running here in like 25-degree heat. So I was a very sweaty person when I arrived, but it's called Faro de Moncloa. It's 150 metre, and it was built in 1992, and it's only €3.50 to get in. So if you're in Madrid, I think that's a really good place to go. It was a fly. Faro de Moncloa, I think it's a really good place to go if you're in Madrid on a budget. Talking about budget, segue into that. I've done a little costings of what we spent yesterday and how much we got left. So yesterday, altogether, with all my food and the bus coming from the airport, I spent €21.26. So I've still got €38.74 left, which is, I think, a decent amount considering I've got breakfast for the next 2 days already down. I don't think it'd be too bad. So now I'm gonna go for a walk down to some cable cars. Hopefully they're open. There's a cat. Hello. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm making this unnecessarily long. Well done. Smack your mic. Nicer maintained, but this is fun anyway. It's only €6 for a round trip, and it's a really long trip. I've been on here for like 15 minutes and I don't think I've got to one end yet, so it's worth the money because the one in London costs more and Emirates run it, so it's going to have more funding because of that. But this is really fun, so I'm glad it came. Tabacalera. It's an old tobacco factory that was built in the 1790s, and they stopped using it, and it was abandoned for a while. They were planning on like redoing something with it, and then they handed it to the community, so now it's just full of like graffiti, and the community uses it as a place to meet. It's about a 40-minute walk away, but I want lunch and it's not open for another 3 hours, so I'm just going to wander down, take my time, and we'll get them when we get there. I love it. It's probably like the highlight of Madrid for me. I really like sort of like old broken buildings and like this sort of aesthetic, and like I think it's amazing in here. If you're looking for a place with high places, and graffiti and broken houses, then Madrid is the place for you. Like, usually when I go places, the highlight is like when I get to go into the tall towers, but honestly I think this is it. It is amazing. It's worth a visit. Like, honestly, look at it. Amazing. Quite a journey to get here. I'm at the Temple of Debod. It's a structure that has been shipped from Egypt to Spain in the 1970s. I originally was going to go to a rooftop above an art gallery for sunset, but from today they've decided to no longer let people up there during sunset, so that's annoying. But I walked here instead. It was about a half-hour walk again from the art gallery, but hopefully it's going to be worth it. To end the day here, I'm just walking back. I'm just walking back to the hostel now. That thunderstorm was quite something. Jesus Christ, I've never seen anything like it. Like, well, okay, I have, that's a lie, but that was in Mexico when I was very young. I haven't seen anything like that for like 15 years. I'm at the hostel now, it's behind me. So I'm going to have a look how much I spent in the morning. I've spent more than I anticipated, just because of the rain meant that I literally had to just jump in somewhere and have dinner. The place that I ended up was amazing and food was so nice, but you know, it was more expensive than I wanted to spend. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to go in and have a shower because my feet are drenched and my backpack's drenched. See you in the morning. Bye. So I've been drinking water for the past few days, so I thought it'd be nice as a Canadian advocate, I guess, having family in Canada, to go to Tim Hortons and get, well, not breakfast because I had breakfast whilst I was packing, but can a drink be a snack? I don't know, whatever. So this is like my last day in Madrid. I've got about 3.5 hours until I need to catch a bus back to the airport. So my budget, I've got like a reasonable amount for just today. So I'll get my magic book out. So yesterday I spent £23.30, which wasn't helped. Well, you know, 21 euros isn't that bad, considering I had to spend so much on dinner because of that storm. So that leaves me with €17.44 for the day. 5 of that's got to go on the bus back to the airport. That drink that I bought was only €1.30. I'm heading to San Miguel, a market not far from Playa Major. We went down the first night I walked through, but I haven't been there in a day, so it'd be fun. See you in the future. just finished lunch. I had Domino's in the end. I know I should try new things, but in new countries it's scary because I'm on a budget and I'm vegetarian. So like normally you just walk into a restaurant and then figure it out, or I need to figure out the price and the whole vegetarian thing before I even like think about setting foot in a place. So being on a budget does restrict you a little bit like that, but like I've still had an amazing time. I've got about an hour 45 minutes now until I'm going to catch the bus back home. So I'm going to slowly wander down to where the bus stop is. I don't know what I'm going to see on the way, so it's just going to be whatever's about. I've got 10 euros and some odd cents left now, which means that I've got 5 euros for the bus and 5 euros to do what I want with. So let's go spend 5 euros. Disappointed last night for not being able to come up here. I'm so glad that I managed to do it in the last couple of hours of being here. I managed to get up to the rooftop terrace on top of the art gallery, so I'm really happy about that, and it only cost me 4 euros. So yeah, next stop, the airport bus. At the airport 3 hours early for my flight because I know that I'm not very good at finding my way places, so I'd rather give myself too much time than end up running. And plus it started raining again, and yesterday when it started raining it turned into a mega thunderstorm, so I didn't want to risk that again. But that aside, the reason we're here in Madrid is the budget. So did I stick to my budget? I've got my purse here and it's got some coins left in it. 1 euro and 11 cents I've got left from everything that I bought, all those things that I did throughout the video in the past 3 days. I spent 150 quid. So after the hotel, the hostel and the plane, 60 euros I spent over the past 3 days in Madrid. I think that's like pretty amazing because I did so many things. I climbed like 3 high places. We went to that amazing old tobacco factory. You know, Madrid is just a beautiful city anyway, so it was just great to see all that. I hope this video teaches you that if you want to go traveling by yourself, you can do it. Even if you're introverted like I am, you can still do it. It's fine, go for it. Like, you only live once, so enjoy your life and live it to what you can do it. And thing number 2, if you're putting off that you don't want to go traveling because you haven't got much money, I hope this video shows you that you can go traveling anywhere you want. Well, not anywhere, that's a lie. You can go traveling to really cool, interesting places on not very much money at all. So go travel by yourself with not much money. You'll be fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, because then I know to make more of these videos, and I'd really like to. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see more of these type of things in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Video similar to this, when I did a budget in Italy video, will be down the side here. Hope you enjoyed. See you again. Enjoy your life. Ta-da! Look, 1 euro. 1 euro.